I mean, your hair is also one of my favorite colors in it, so.
Which one?
Turquoise.
Girl loves turquoise.
It was green, but the purple ran into it, so it ended up with
I
a
think
really
it's
happy
beautiful.
accident.
Yeah, it's a good accident.
Really good.
All right.
So let's get started with this sort of like dynamic between the two. Like, there was sort of a maternal need to protect Piper right away, rather than just the police need to protect someone.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Do we find out why this is?
No, I think the fact that Jo is a mother anyway, that I think that there's something in her that's just like, wow, if my kid needed someone and my kid was all alone, I would want someone to take care of my kid, but take my kid in. So I think that's part of it. We've started toying a little bit and talking a little bit about Jo's past. The fact that she grew up without her mom, I think, is part of it as well. And I don't even think that Jo has a clear understanding of how much that plays into her relationship with Piper. But it's obviously a theme that they've started delving into a little bit.
I feel like she didn't want Piper to have the same experience she did when she was a little girl, not having that loving character.
Yeah, but I just don't even know that it's on a conscious level. I just don't think Jo. I don't think Jo thinks about her mom very often. But obviously, that is a.
Well, she explains that.
Right.
But she grasped the idea of not having a mom a long time ago.
Right.
If you guys have watched episode 2, you know that.
Did you guys watch 3?
No. Did.
Oh!
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Now this is a stressful circle. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, so on Fargo, you played a cop as well.
Yes.
Here we have Jo. They're clearly different characters, but did anything from that performance and any research you've done into being a cop impact how you decided to approach
This
Jo?
is so funny. You're going to be the first person to get this answer, because I realized this as I was watching 3 last night. You haven't seen 3 yet. It's fine. This is not something that is a spoiler. Jo does this thing when she does it in the pilot as well, when she's talking to the fake parents, and she does this thing where she's kind of like fake folksy, and she's a little bit like hometowny. And I was watching 3 last night, and I was like, oh my god, it's like Jo watched Fargo and was like, interesting, and then does a Jo version of Molly to try to like hook people in. Because Molly is genuinely, I think, that earnest all the time, but Jo has this like folksy thing that she puts on when she's trying to like, rope in the city folk, which I think is really a lot of fun. But yeah, they're very different women, and I mean the most important.
They're technically the
They're very, but they look very similar.
Almost identical.
But I think, the most obvious difference being that, like, Molly spends the entire arc of the first season of Fargo she has something to prove, she has somewhere she's trying to get to, and Jo doesn't have to prove anything. She's the boss.
I mean, she's the chief.
Period.
Who are you going to prove it to? The chief of the USA police?
She's where the buck stops.
And the start.
Don't forget it.
Was that character, was that there to start with? Because Jo kind of feels like your aunt, who is also sheriff, rather than a lot of different ways that you've seen kind of a small town sheriff played. It's more familiar, more relatable, less defined by her job.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of that's on the page. I think, both Michelle and Tara are writers and showrunners. Our creators are working moms, and I think that they really wanted to bring that in. And one of the first things that I said when I met with them is that I really like the fact that she's not overly maternal, that she's not like spit cleaning faces and stuff. She's like she's a mom, but she's also like pretty practical. She doesn't take any like nonsense.
She's like, you need butter? Yeah. Go get it
some
yourself.
water. She's like my mom when I was growing up. And I think that carries into her job as well. But you're right; it's not a character that we see a lot in professions like that. I think on television, which is funny because I think it's a great personality type to do that job. You know what I mean? Like she's smart, she's capable, she's very practical. She's kind of pragmatic. I just think that those are great qualities.
The smaller moments with like the donuts or the MRI, not knowing how to be supportive. It feels like those are moments that usually go to supporting characters, not to a lead.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is though.
I don't know.
Wait, how do you know about the donuts? What donuts?
The donut part.
You missed the donuts?
103.
In 3.
We've watched 3?
Some of them have watched 3.
Oh, okay, well I didn't.
You know about the donuts? some people at the table have seen it, some people haven't.
Okay, well, raise your hand if you've seen it before. Okay, good.
So some people.
We're on a ship that's already sailed. I think that the donuts were a very big part of it. And Ashley loved the donuts. They were such a big part. She said those are the best donuts I've ever tasted. They're probably the main part of the whole episode.
Stay tuned for donuts, guys. Watch out for it. There are legitimately 2 donut scenes in the entire episode, which is a lot of donut scenes. Yeah, because we shot a second scene with donuts in it.
And we use it?
No, use it.
Why?
We can have this conversation away from it.
I was just wondering, 'cause I forgot about it.
So what's it been like for you, first, when your first jobs, as a young actress, have they all been quite helpful, supportive?
Well, it's not my first job, actually.
One of your first?
One of my first biggest ones.
This is your biggest.
This is my that's
For
my
sure.
biggest one.
Yeah.
Definitely not my first though. Definitely not one of my first. But I think that they've definitely helped. That the whole cast has been. I mean, I'm so blessed to have this cast of really, 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 really talented people, and they've all been helping me because I've definitely been learning more and growing with the script, and I've been learning more about not acting really, but just like tips, like just helpful tips.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and the acting is one thing, and being on a set is another thing.
yeah, and they definitely help
And
with it being
this
on the
is
set.
a big role. Like, you're spending a lot of time on a set. You're not just flying in to do a scene or two. You're spending a full day on a set, and that's
8 hours.
That's a lot. A full day for a kid is 8 hours. It's adorable.
Normal hours for people are 8 hours.
Yeah, not actors.
Working
You're gonna
and
turn
fun.
18 and things are gonna change, sister. 12-hour, 14-hour days.
Does it
Then I
change
get my
the
ass.
dynamics for you to work with younger kids on the show rather than adults?
Yeah. She has a swear jar for us to keep us on.
Well, first of all, none of you guys are paying, so it's like.
I will say, she has a swear jar on set, but we have started a coup just recently and said, you know what, we're not paying you anymore. We're at work.
Apparently, it was cuter when I was 9,
That's what Donald said. It was cute when she was 9.
but I was never 9 when I started it.
It was never cute. I think that's what he's saying. I think that's what he's saying.
You shouldn't have been saying
It is different. But it's lovely. We really like each other. We're like a pretty happy cast at the end of the day. She and Ashley adore each other, which is awesome. That was a comment I saw a lot on Twitter this week, is that it's like people were really pleased that that Piper and Mia were sisterly towards each other. That there
It's 'cause
wasn't
they are.
That there wasn't like a jealousy storyline. I thought that was nice.
I mean,
We have
I feel
to
like.
go.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like, Mia wanted a little sister. So
Yeah.
she wanted one, and she was like, well, I get one.
It's
so
just nice to see a nice dynamic and not like,
it's just 1,000%
kids being snarky to each other.
I've seen that.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ken does a water bottle.